Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make removable stitch markers, or you can call these charms, whatever you want to call them. I know that some people use them as like zipper pulls and things like that, but what I like to use these for is when I am knitting and crocheting. So for crochet, you almost exclusively use removable stitch markers because otherwise you'd have to cut them out. So you need something that is removable, and because these have a little lobster clasp, they open and close, and so you can get them off the stitches easily. For knitting, I like to use these as a progress keeper. So let's say if I'm making a hat and I needed to start here and it says work 6 inches in stockinette, I could mark that stitch and then work, and that way I have a point to measure from. It just makes things a little bit simpler, and to be perfectly honest, it also adds a little bit of fun to the whole thing. Just because, these are so cute and so simple to make. Why not? Why not use them? Why not make them? In order to make these stitch markers, here's what you'll need. First, you're going to need the charms to actually put on the bottom of the stitch marker. Now, these are metal charms that I bought at Joann, but you can find similar ones elsewhere. I liked this set because it was kind of autumn themed, and it's autumn where I live right now, so I'm excited about that. I bought this one. This is obviously like a gold kind of color, or bronze, and I just really liked it. If you are interested in the brand, they are Cousin. It's a Cousin brand. Then you're going to need jump rings. I bought a set that had multiple sizes, but we are going to be using the smaller size, which is a 5mm. The color on here is listed as oxidized brass, and it's from Blue Moon Beads. But you can use, if you have jewelry wire, you can actually make your own jump rings. So that's an alternative if you happen to have the right color. And then we're going to need lobster clasps, so to make these removable stitch markers. So there you go, again, Blue Moon Beads. And this one has 3 sizes. You can use whatever size you are comfortable opening. I tend to like the smaller size, but whatever happens to work with the scale of the charm that you have will work. Then you're going to need the tool to help you open up the jump rings and get everything put together. This is a 3-in-1 tool. I cannot remember the brand, but honestly, there are just a variety of different kinds. The part that you're going to need for this to open up the jump ring is this little flat section here. So if you have just pliers that happen to have that, you don't want the one like a regular like needle nose plier that has that texture on the inside, like a tool like for making things or building things. Not making things, but like a hardware tool. You're looking for something that has a flat surface, so that way it doesn't dent the jump ring. You can, it's better if you have 2 of these, or 2 types of things to open it, but I only have 1, which you can use fine, but it is easier if you do have to have 2. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and opened the packages and everything to get out each individual piece. For each stitch marker, you are going to need 1 charm, 1 jump ring, and 1 lobster clasp. Now the lobster clasps, at least the ones that I have, they came with like a little connector piece. Can you see that? We're not going to need that, so just go ahead and open your lobster clasp and pop it out of there. You can save it for later or dispose of it, whatever you're going to do. Okay, so now we have to open the jump ring because the jump ring is going to connect all of it. Now I'm using a very tiny jump ring, so I'm actually going to show you how to open it on a larger one, just so that way you can see it a little better. So this is from the same pack I bought, but this was the largest size. So what we need to do, let's let it focus. Okay, what we need to do is we're going to basically pinch the jump ring with 2 fingers here, and the opening, like where it's split there, is at the top, and then we place the other half the other side, between the flat portions of the pliers, making sure that the opening is still at the top. And then you just twist. You hold your left hand steady and you twist the plier towards you. Let's see. And you basically just opening it just to create enough gap for you to put the components on there. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll do this one. See, you really can't see it. Let's see, it just creates a little gap there. Let me actually I'll get some tweezers. I'll put a note in the materials list saying you might want to have some tweezers. You could use you could actually, if you have the same tool I do, you could use the ends of that to hold that as well. Okay, now all we have to do is slide the charm on, and then we're going to slide the lobster clasp on. Now you do want to be aware of the direction. I am right-handed, and so therefore I will probably use my right hand to put the stitch marker on and off. So I want to make sure that the lobster clasp opens like that. If you're left-handed, you're going to want the little opener part to be on your left. Just makes it a little bit easier for you, and to make sure it's facing the same way, because this charm in particular, you know, it's not the same on both sides. Okay, so therefore we just go ahead and put that on. Okay, and then we're going to put this on. Now you can test it out and just hold it like that and make sure that's right, that the opening is right, but I think it's a little easier if you just put it down on this, like in front of here. So they're gonna look like that. Okay, and now you're just gonna twist this around so that way the opening is there at the top again. Okay, now we have to close it. So I just kind of pinch these with my fingers like that. And it's kind of hard to do because I usually kind of turn this upside down, but we're going to put it back in the flat section there. And very gently you're just going to close it. Okay? Now, if for whatever reason there was still a gap or anything, you could use these pliers to pinch it in a little bit more, but mine's fine. Just make sure. We're really just using it to connect, but you do want it to be closed, otherwise your little pieces are going to fall off. Okay, so there we go. See, there's the jump ring, and the charm, and the lobster clasp. Here we have all of the stitch markers. I went ahead and made the other 5 off camera. Yeah, they're so cute. I really like them. I like these charms in particular, but I love making removable stitch markers, or even not removable stitch markers as well. Maybe I'll do a tutorial for those as well. But yeah, I mean, they're really simple. This is the one we just made. Isn't she cute? And you can see, you know, this is obviously a knitted hat. You can use these stitch markers for knitting, crochet, you know, charms on your like zippers, or anything like that. Anything that you want to add a little bit of extra bling to. Alright, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!